Hello. Today I'm reading about science. Ant Cities by Arthur Doros. Have you seen ants busy running over a hill of dirt? They may look like they're just running around, but the ants built that hill to live in, and each ant has work to do. Some ants may disappear into a small hole in the hill. The hole is the door to their nest. These are harvester ants. Their nest is made of lots of rooms and tunnels. These little insects made them all. There's the hill. Underneath the hill, there may be miles of tunnels and hundreds of rooms. The floors are worn smooth by thousands of ant feet. It's dark inside the nest, but the ants stay cozy. When it's sunny, the top of the nest gets warm. When it rains, water runs off the hill. If it gets too wet near the top of the nest, the ants move down below. In winter, the ants hibernate in a deep room away from the cold. They stay together in a ball to keep warm. In the rooms of their nest, worker ants do many different kinds of work. It's like a city, a big, busy city of ants. Some ants have brought in food to the ant city. These harvester ants like seeds. A worker ant cracks the husk off the seed. Another worker will take the husk outside to throw it away. The ants chew the seeds to get the juices out. Then they feed the juices to other ants. Other workers store seeds for the ants to eat at another time. Not all ants store food, but harvester ants do. In one room of the nest, the queen lays eggs. Workers carry the eggs away to other rooms to take care of them. Each ant city has to have at least one queen. Without a queen, there would be no ant city. All the other ants in the ant city grow from the eggs the queen lays. At first, the tiny eggs grow into larvae. The worker ants feed the larvae and lick them clean so they'll grow well. The larvae grow into pupae. Workers keep grooming the pupae until they grow into adults. The queen ant lays thousands and thousands of eggs. Most of the eggs grow into worker ants. There may be only one queen ant in an ant city, but there may be thousands of workers. The queen is usually bigger than the other ants. She lays the eggs that grow into workers. Workers are all females. They do the work in the ant city. They'll also fight to protect their nest. New queens have wings. They use them to fly away to start new ant cities. Their wings drop off, and then the queens lay eggs. And males don't live in the nest for long. They fly away with the new queens to mate. Then they die. Queen ants and males fly off to mate. The queen doesn't tell the workers what to do, but the workers are busy. Each ant has work to do. Ants work together to keep the whole city alive. Workers make the nest bigger by digging new rooms and tunnels. They use their feet to dig like tiny dogs. Workers pick up pieces of dirt in their jaws and beards and carry them outside. Dirt from the digging is what makes the anthill. Ants are great diggers and builders. Imagine all the tiny pieces of dirt it takes to build a hill 2 feet high. Harvester ant hills can be 2 feet high and 6 feet across. Many other ants build smaller hills. Out around the harvester ant hill, workers look for food. Harvester ants mostly eat seeds, but sometimes they eat insects too. Ants can bite and sting other insects to capture them or protect themselves. Be careful because some kinds of ants can bite or sting you too. Harvester ants will bite or sting if you disturb their nests. Ants use their antennae to help them find food. They touch and smell with their antennas. If one ant finds food, others follow. Soon there'll be lots of ants carrying away lunch. If one ant can't carry something, others may help. But each worker ant is strong. An ant can lift as much as 50 times its own weight. If people could lift like that, we could each lift a car. The workers carry the food back to the ant city. Ants share the food they find. Ants eat many foods, but different kinds of ants like different foods. There are over 10,000 kinds of ants. Formica ants mostly eat juices that they suck from insects that they kill. Cornfield ants like to eat the sweet juices or the honeydew they get from aphids. Aphids suck the juice from plants. Then the ants milk the aphids for the honeydew. Carpenter ants especially like sweet juices they get from insects and from plants too. Thief ants eat sweets and other foods they find in people's houses and lying about. Leaf-cutting ants make underground gardens with leaves they cut. They grow mushrooms in the gardens for food. Army ants travel in large numbers like armies. They devour huge numbers of insects, including termites. The different kinds of ants have found many ways to make their cities so they can live in many kinds of places. Janitor ants make their nests in hollowed-out tree twigs. The soldier janitor ant, kind of worker ant, has a big plug-shaped head it can use for a door. Many kinds of ants make hills or mounds. If you haven't seen harvester ant hills, maybe you've seen the round-top hills that formica ants make. Sometimes they cover their hills with thatch. Or you may have seen pavement ants. They can live under the sidewalk. Pavement ants are tiny ants, 1/8 of an inch long. Harvester ants are about 1/4 inch long. Some ants are as big as 2 inches long. Or carpenter ants who build their nests in rotting wood. Carpenter ants are big also. Here's a picture of them with their nest there. They are There are small ant cities with just a few ants. There are big ant cities with many, many ants. Ants have been found at the tops of the highest buildings and on ships at sea. Ants can make their cities almost anywhere. Look around and you'll probably find an ant city busy with ants.